here very shortly. Kind of jumping ahead of X3 just because I invited a bunch of people tonight, so hopefully we'll have an okay turnout. But yeah, we'll be starting this thing off in about 2 minutes. Give folks time to get here. This is a very good game. It'd be a shame if you missed some of it, honestly. Welcome, Mr. Henry. Welcome, Matt. What else is going on tonight, guys, after this? I'll do my best. Some of us aren't pros like me. No lessons required here, buddy. Henry, nobody asked for your input. All right, let's get this thing going. Alright, I like the fact that you can do a 0 run, but I'm going to do an X run first. I may do a 0 run later down the road. I don't have too much trouble playing with Zero in this game. He's pretty good character. But we're going to go the traditional route today with Mega Man X. And I'm just about as confident in this as I am the first Mega Man X. Played this one quite a bit too. I don't play it regularly, you know, like I used to back in the day, but I still think I remember it well enough to where this should be a pretty decent run, I think. I'm not going to be doing a speed run by no means, but what's up, Kyle? Thanks for joining, sir. But yeah, not going to be aiming for a speed run. Yeah, since I invited so many people, I wanted to play X4 instead because I think it's a better game. And I think most people, even if they weren't familiar with it, would think this one would be a better one than 3. And I did a poll, and this one got an overwhelming vote against 3, so I was going to take both of those into consideration. But since I invited a lot of people this time, I figured I'd play the game I thought was better. Alright, basically they're letting you know, the HQ's letting you know where you got to go and what's going on. Yeah, I really do enjoy this game a lot. There's never really a time I don't enjoy playing it. This first little intro stage isn't too hard, just kind of lets you get used to playing this game. A warm-up, if you will. Yeah, the story's not really too relevant. It's you against the Mavericks. and then Sigma. 8 Mavericks in this game I thought were pretty well done. Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit, and we'll get some of that here coming up real soon. I think I may let the first scene play out just so people who don't know this game kind of sees how the voice acting is, because it's kind of funny in a way, just because of how over the top it is. Yeah, there's that, and the Repliforce speech they give whenever you finish this intro stage is pretty funny to me. The general sounds pretty weird too, in my opinion. And we're not far from seeing that. This is the intro stage boss here. Pretty intimidating looking for the first boss you have to fight. But not too tough though. That's probably the toughest thing it does right there. But his health's already halfway gone. Just keep charging up that buster and letting him have it. There we go. So I'm gonna let this little cutscene play out so you guys can see the ridiculous acting that these people are doing. It's cool though. Back in the day when this first come out and they had that kind of cutscene, it was kind of impressive to me. You know, honestly. I mean, the voice acting is still terrible, but the fact that they had a cutscene like this 20 years ago is pretty neat. But then as time progressed, the cutscenes would get better and better and better in all these games. Alright. File data 5, that's what I need to remember. Alright, so here's this awesome cutscene.
Brave soldiers of Repliforce, we have all been wrongfully judged as mavericks by the humans. We cannot suffer this indignity and live in disgrace. We will build our own nation of Reploids. But remember, this is neither about insurrection nor rebellion against our human creator. This is about our liberty and security. We must battle for our own individual rights and our own survival. Together we will build our nation, a sanctuary for all Reploids, our own utopia. Let us forge onward towards a new golden era for the Repliforce.
I too share the general sentiment. Take heed, we have no other choice. Let us fight valiantly, with courage and pride, without fear, for we are the Repliforce. The most powerful army in history!
It just seems so weird to me.
The general has finally taken action. And now, my maverick hunters, what will you do? I'll be watching closely from here on out.
Yeah, that might be the funniest part of it, honestly. Even the end part of that yay kind of ends kind of abruptly, you know. Everybody all knew to stop at the same time. Alright. There's a good bit of dialogue just kind of introducing all these stages, but it's not really necessary. I'm just going to speed through it. Now. Yeah, and probably is. Sometimes I start with a spider, sometimes I start here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start here. This is the suggested first boss to go to, but there's a ride armor you can get in the other stage that I was debating going to, and I can actually just about kill the boss with that suit still on. And that's a pretty decent weapon to have to start off with too, but this one's good too. this is the jungle stage, and the Maverick you're going after is a spider. Alright, and plus there's this here, so this is good to get. But it's the leg armor upgrade. And it'll demonstrate for you what it does. Hover, which you got an air dash, which is kind of handy. The hover, as you can see, doesn't last forever, but definitely helps. Makes mobility a whole heck of a lot better. One thing about these X games, man, they are always coming after you every step of the way. Alright, let this start back over. Yeah. Need some help? There's some. That helps a lot. Alrighty. Making some progress now. Yeah, thankfully those bees aren't too much of a threat. Alright, we're getting pretty close to the boss. Just a little bit further. And this first boss is not the easiest first boss of Mega Man games, in my opinion. He's got a few little tricks that he uses that can catch you if you're not ready for it. Alrighty. So it's first boss time. But when you defeat him and get his ability, it's pretty handy. Allows you to reach a lot of spaces you wouldn't be able to reach otherwise. Yeah, I've been that route before too. I usually go with either this one or the Dragoon. That little maneuver there is a pain in the tail too. If it grabs a hold of you, it does some damage. This guy will get your blood pressure up. Yeah, I do too. Thought that was a nice little Easter egg. Well, I'm doing pretty well so far. Yeah. I had to think about that just for a second in the middle of dodging little spiders and spider webs. Man, I don't think you touched me. That was one of my better runs against that guy. Not too shabby. Yeah, this is a pretty cool little ability that you get here. Save number 5. Alright. Next in line would be Split Mushroom. And I believe there's a spot here where that web helps you as well, that weapon I just got. Yeah, this stage tried to give a little 3D feel after going up a spiral staircase. Which at the time was cool. 3D anything in games in '99 was still fairly new. Yeah, very easy money. The little guys just come up and try to kiss you and run away. Almost walked into that. Oh, almost went too far. Yeah, I've already had that. Cargo, I've already had that feeling once already playing in the about 15 minutes I've been playing now. And I don't even, when I play this game, y'all, I don't even hold my right hand on the controller the same way I would some other game. I'll show you how I hold the right part of the controller. I've got a weird finger grip on the controller playing this game. Working him down pretty good though. It's a good start on him. Alright, this next cycle should put this dude down. There we go. But I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is how I hold the right hand on the controller. That's how I play this game, just like that. I don't know why, but it just seems to be more effective for me. Yeah, the side of my pointer finger, yeah. I'm constantly holding down square so my buster charges. I keep my finger, I can keep that button held down pretty much all the time. And then I use my pointer finger to navigate the rest of the buttons. Which is so bizarre, because I don't play any other game like this. Otherwise, I hold the controller normally. Yeah, alright, well I thought I was weird, man. But, yeah, I've got a weird finger position with this right hand, but it works good for this game. Holding down that charge button the entire time, if you're always throwing the charged up shots, I think you're going to have a better chance. Okay, good. I was able to get that without using that web weapon. Dang, that don't happen very often, but that won't happen this time. Alright. That's a little more like it. Well, it says I've got 7 people in here. 11 would be my record, so hopefully we can get there, guys. I don't know, did you tap Ruby Slippers 3 times? I've heard that's the way. Alright, so this boss is really easy with this this web weapon. This is going to be no challenge at all if you do this right. There we go. No challenge at all. Alrighty. It's 2 down, 6 to go. This ability really helps you a lot in this stage to start off with. Alright, so next in line would be Cyber Peacock. You can get a sub-tank here, and plus you also get the helmet upgrade, which is probably the best helmet upgrade out of all the Mega Man X games, because it basically, as long as you're not charging your special weapon, you can use it as much as you want to, and that's a good thing in this game because the special weapons are pretty handy. Like that weapon right there, neutralizing those orange balls coming towards you, can help you get through this quickly. And you want to get through it quickly because when you get to this meter here, you want it to say rank A or S so that you get the special item here. You have to do this 3 times. The first time is a heart capsule, which increases your maximum health. And then you have, a sub-tank, and then the helmet upgrade. But you have to get an A or an S rank in all these little things. And it's based off time, how long it takes you to get through it. And like I said, this special ability here really helps. But I have to be careful. I don't have a whole lot of it left. But I'll just use it until I don't have any more. And there's the sub-tank. Alright. Alright. I think I got it. Maybe. Not quite there yet. Oh, I didn't mean for that to happen. Oh. Hurry, 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 hurry. I think I got it. Usually you get picked up by one of those guys that hold you there for a few seconds. You don't get this. Alright. Man, this game will get your heart going. Alright, so now I can use my sub-weapons as much as I want to. just can't charge them an infinite amount of times. Alrighty. We have made it. Yeah, just about it, man. You ain't lying. You gotta move through those sections quickly. I'm surprised I got that last one. I guess it's a good thing everything before and after that little botch was pretty good. This guy's pretty easy too, especially with the weapon here. Soul body. He does not like it at all. He sizzles. But you have to keep moving though, or else he'll form right on top of you. Hello, Miss Darlene. Thank you for joining. Alrighty, another one gone. Now, the next stage you go to, the capsule there can be a little tricky to get, and I'm hoping that even though I'm kind of low on the lives, I hope I don't burn through a bunch of lives trying to get it. You know, or I hope I don't game over. If I game over, the streak's over. So, trying not to get a game over here. There's no shop in this game, so whatever you get, you have. Alrighty. This, yeah, for real. This stage here, this capsule here is pretty tough. There are times where I have died a few times trying to get it, but hopefully that doesn't happen tonight. All I can say is I'm going to do my best. Wow, I thought that was going to hit me in the head. Wow. Up to 9, y'all. Awesome, we're getting very close. Getting very, very close to the 11. Yeah, seriously. There's a spot right here, though, where you can kind of float for a while and not have to worry about too much. This is a pretty good spot to fly from, too. Something hits you, so it's pretty handy, or unless you run into something. Oh, see, it hit me and knocked me down a little bit. I'm gonna have to come down. Those little ships there, they kind of remind me of Independence Day, the alien ships, you know, that were blowing up the cities when they first landed, or when they first come to Earth. That's what those spacecraft remind me of. They remind me of the Independence Day spaceships. that movie from '96. Yeah, not right over here to the right. Here is where the potential pain begins, right up there. I hope I can do this without dying too many times, but what you basically have to do is this. You throw that spider web, you jump on the side of it, and try to jump up high enough and not hit any of those spikes. Alright, so it's going to take me a second to get that where I want it. That's pretty close. It's still maybe a little too close to the spikes, though. I hate this jump right here. I hate it. We're going to go right there. Oh, goodness, I got it on the first try. That don't mean I'm gonna not die on the way back down, but that's okay if that happens. And there's 2 of these capsules here, and you pick the one you want. And I'm telling you right now, this is the one you pick every time. This one gives you the big plasma shot, and it is very effective. Thank you, thank you. Henry, you know how tough that little area is. I know you know how tough it is. Alright, and you know, honestly, going back down here is just as tough. Because you're basically doing almost a blind leap. But here we go. Whew. Thank you. Alrighty. As y'all can see, this weapon is draining him pretty hard. Alrighty. 4 down and 4 left. Y'all see that? Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Between this and Gamers United, I couldn't be much happier. The little box of items is slowly starting to fill up. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, Matt, that I've thought about that, honestly. The boss from X5, I think, had a pretty close relation to Storm Eagle, it seemed like. Having a hard time thinking of his name. I know he's a flight boss, for sure. But it seemed like he even might have referenced Storm Eagle in that fight. I just can't think of the boss's name right now.
Show me what you got.
Is that his name? Was it Phoenix? I don't know why that sounds weird. The old Colonel. It takes a few shots to take him down, but once you know his pattern, he's not too bad. Having the leg upgrade is pretty handy too. Being able to do that air dash. Yeah, Spiral Pegasus. Phoenix Henry. Really? That's about 2 demerits. Yeah, but you were the F wrong. That's right. So I guess I'll change it. You know what, Matt? I'll take it from 2 demerits to 1, Henry. You only got 1 demerit on that one, okay? Not 2. It's stupid. Y'all think that's fair to only give Henry 1 demerit instead of 2? Alright, so the owl's out of the way, and the next one in line is supposed to be the Dragoon. So let's go ahead and get him out of the way. And a lot of times this is the first one I go to because there's a ride armor here that you can use that I can just about kill Dragoon with before I even have to start fighting myself. Time was a little off there for a second. Oh, you ain't lying. The armor upgrades in this game are very handy. All of them are handy in my opinion. You know, the helmet in most games, you know, I could take it or leave it. But this one, every upgrade you get is handy. It's very, very good. And most of the weapons you get are also very effective too. Everything in this game has a purpose, which is good. Well, he can't get much lower. He's on. Henry's on a demerit point system with me, which is like a old like grammar school term. I think they used to use this term demerits. I think I might have heard that term somewhere in the military too, maybe. So he's on a demerit system. He's way in the negatives on them. He's got way more demerits than anybody ever should have. And the bad thing is, he doesn't do anything to try to earn them back. You know, it doesn't take much. No, he was that before anything even started. The circulation has never been that great. All right, so I made it here without having too much damage done to my ride armor. So I'll show you guys, you know, kind of how this works if none of you have ever gotten here with this ride armor. mean, as you can see, he's already about half gone. Am I going to be able to finish it? Wow, I finished it still in the ride armor. I don't know that I've ever done that, to be honest. That was pretty cool. I've pulled off some little numbers here doing these streams here the last couple weeks sometimes. Like, I really think that might be the first time I killed him with the ride armor still on. It's too bad that's not a trophy. That seems like that'd be trophy worthy. Thank you. That was an easy fight. So that's technically 2 bosses I finished and didn't lose any health. That was him and the spider. Not bad. I got the Buster on the first try without dying, which is hard to do for me. And then just pulled off something I don't think I've done before. Yeah, it happened. That would be a good trophy, I think. I don't feel like that gets pulled off all that often. Maybe. But I've tried it a bunch of times, and I think that's the first time I've ever done it. Alrighty, so after you defeat the fire boss, you go fight the Frost Walrus. And if I remember right, this stage is a good place to fill up your sub-tanks, and there's also an item here that I believe you need the web weapon for that gives you 4 extra lives at the start of each stage. Or at least you don't ever start below having 4 extra lives. Which is kind of handy too, but that makes no difference to me because I'm trying to do a no game over stream. Yeah, this was a good place to fill up sub-tanks because of all this energy here. And there's a weapon energy capsule too. I think there's also a heart capsule back this way that I'm about to miss. Alright. Yeah, it's right up there. Just about forgot about this. There's a heart capsule right up there above that ice. Use that fire and voila. Another extra life. There is one here. It's not too terribly horrible. There is definitely one here. It's a little round ball looking thing that has I think icicles around it maybe. Not terribly hard, not impossible. Ooh. Oh no. How in the world did I save myself there? I deserve to lose a life. That's the item that makes sure you start with 4 lives whenever you start a stage. I don't know how I missed that. I should have been dead. That's a tricky jump right there. It took me a couple tries to figure that little procedure out. Alrighty. Yeah, this is the sub-boss here. Yeah, this guy. He's pretty weak to this plasma shot, though, if you hit him right with it. Alright, that's it. Very easy. Oh, yeah. Another pretty easy boss, Chill Penguin. This boss isn't terribly hard from I remember. Yeah, they are cool. This game, a lot of these Mega Man games have Easter eggs in them, honestly. And there's my weapon tank right there. That allows you to refill weapon energy if it gets low, but you also have to fill that tank as well. They allow you to get they allow you to get 2 sub-tanks in this game and 1 weapon tank. Of course, you have to find all these things though, but they're not too hard to find in this game here. Alrighty. So here's Mr. Walrus. He's not terribly difficult. Nah, he's not too bad. You have to get kind of close to him with his flame weapon, but it's not too bad. We're gonna finish the 8 Mavericks on this run, y'all, and either tomorrow or the next day I'm gonna finish part 3 and this one in the same day. So that's gonna be the plan tonight, because this is running, I mean, it's not running too long, but that'll give me time to kind of relax and chill a little bit. It's been a very busy, hectic day for me, all in a good way, of course. Yeah, we're gonna get through these 8 Mavericks is the plan. I'm remembering what the next stage is and how much I despise it. If there was one stage in the game that I didn't care as much for, it would be the one that I'm about to do next. I don't like the ride stages. I mean, this one's not too bad, but I know the ride stage in X5, that stage gets a little beyond frustrating sometimes, because of what they're wanting you to do. But this one, at least you're not collecting orbs, so maybe it won't go too terribly. I know that I like turning on the rapid fire before I start this little journey though, because it is a little troublesome sometimes. A million times better than that. that's why that game is on the bottom of my list as far as the classic series goes. That section, or those sections, are terrible in my opinion. I hate that mess. Alright, so here the trick is to hurry up and get the start menu pulled up so that you can turn on rapid fire. It does make this a little bit easier, but you have to be careful, because immediately before you can get the start menu up, you run into platforms really quickly here. Alright, so let's do that. Well, maybe this one didn't even have rapid fire. Maybe I'm thinking about 5. Alrighty then. Let's get back to it. I thought it had a rapid fire though, but I guess I'm wrong. I know in X5 you almost have to have it, at least I need it. There's a heart around here somewhere where you have to just fall to get it. Sometimes I remember where it's at, sometimes I don't. I think it's right here. Yeah, right down there. Oh no! Jesus. I thought I was okay. I didn't realize I was about to die. I know I was getting close. Those platforms there that are exploding with you, they're also hurting you. Did I make it? Alright, I made it. It isn't too bad, but the sub-tank sometimes can be a little tricky trying to get it. And if I don't get it, I'll just come back to it later. And if you'll dash that guy, he'll disappear. You air dash him just like that. He'll come back one more time, but you can dash him again and he'll go away. It's a lot easier to do that than keep taking damage from him. He's about to come back and just do this. And that's it. Then you don't see him until the end of the stage. That's the boss, the Maverick you have to fight. Ah, I missed it. I flew right over the top of it. Well, it looks like I'm going to get another shot. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of these style stages, to be honest. I'm not. They're cool for what they are and they bring variety, but I'm not the biggest fan of these stages where you have to react super fast to everything. Okay, that's how it's supposed to go, just like that. This boss isn't terribly hard either once you know his pattern. Not too hard, just get behind him and jump up and throw the ice weapon at him and you'll have him. And just be careful for when he does that. Charge up one of these guys, see how this works. That looks a lot cooler. And he's almost gone. Okay. I'm glad I decided to go that route. They went a lot faster that way. That's a pretty cool charged up weapon too. Pretty much covers the whole screen. So we're down to the last boss actually. After this you beat Slash Beast and then you have to need to do a little bit of backtracking to get a few things I haven't picked up yet. I may push this a little further past this boss. I may just keep on going. I might just need like 2 or 3 minutes after this boss to kind of get my senses back. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, y'all. I'm gonna take like a 5-minute intermission right after this boss, and I'm gonna keep the stream broadcasting, but I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute break, and then I'll come back and I'll just go ahead and finish this game. I feel like I can do it. In all reality, it's not much further. I'm over halfway, and what I need to backtrack for is not going to take too much time. But I don't have to do a whole lot of backtracking. I think two stages. Go back and get the armor capsule, and go back and get the heart capsule in the spider stage. Neither one of those take too much time, especially with everything I have equipped already. Yeah, I'm gonna get it done tonight, man. I just after I beat this boss, I'm gonna take a real quick break, man, and be ready to go. I asked all these people to come, so I'm gonna give them a show. I'm happy a lot of the people that I asked actually came. That was cool. Back when I was first doing this, just having one person was cool, you know. And now, you know, I can pretty well just. There's a couple of folks in here that come pretty regularly. Most everybody in here does, which is kind of nice. And I'm gonna keep pushing and pushing and pushing and trying to get this to be bigger and bigger if I can. Once I get my hardware all together and I start streaming some other platforms instead of just what I can do on my PS4, I can really do some pretty cool stuff with a Nintendo console as much as I can a PlayStation one, because I play it just as much as I do this one. But the Switch is a little bit trickier to stream though. Alright, so you get this guy here and you can blow up parts of this train, and there's stuff hidden. But you don't want this thing to blow up either though. Which can happen if you get hit too many times. I'm kind of thinking that what I need is going to be back to the other side. I may be doing this for nothing. It seems like I always do this, and then I remember afterwards, like, yeah, see, there was nothing over there to gain for me going that way. So now I got to be protective of my health. And you're okay in this ride armor until you notice it starts flashing. If it starts flashing, that means it's about to go down. Yeah, see, that one had a heart capsule in it. That's the one you want to make sure that you get open. I don't think this one has anything in it. Nope. We're almost at the end of this stage, y'all. It's almost over. Go ahead and get the weapon out that I need. Well, didn't quite get there. There we go. Alright, here we go. Mr. Slash Beast himself. I remember when I first time I played this game, I don't know why this is the boss I decided to go to first, and I just remember getting murdered 3 times, back to back to back. This is not the first boss you should go to. It'll seem easy because I'm using this weapon on him, but he is not. He will get after you in a hurry. I want to hit him with a charged up one and see how much damage he does. Okay, not a whole lot. Okay, alright y'all. I'm going to take a real quick break for like maybe not even 5 minutes, and I'll be right back with y'all. Alright, y'all. Time to get back to the grind. Alright, I need to do just a little bit of backtracking. I need to go here and here, and that's it. Let's go ahead and get the armor upgrade out of the way first. Feels like I'm missing some heart capsules, but maybe not. I think I'll be okay either way. The Sigma bosses in this stage aren't terribly hard, but that last one can be a little annoying, a little bit, but he's not too bad. And I'm talking about that like I'm assuring I'm going to get there, but I feel pretty confident that I'm going to get there and finish it. Trying to think, make sure I don't miss the armor upgrade, but it's a little further over. Just keep going. And you have to come back here unless you beat Slash Beast first. You have to have his weapon to get that upgrade. That's right there. Alright, so you have to have that, and you have to have the arm upgrade as well. So you have to charge it up. And pow! There we go. This is one of the most important upgrades in all the games to me. Reducing the damage you take from enemies. He looks pretty cool with a full upgrade, all his armor upgraded. Alright, so I can leave this stage with the old escape button. Then go back to the spider stage and grab that heart capsule out of there. Yeah, I'm only missing one. And that'll fill the box there. Alright, so go back here. And you need the Dragoon's weapon to get this heart capsule here. The original version, before you get this upgrade here? Before you get all this armor here, you mean? X without the armor, basically? Is that the blue version you're referring to? Okay, I do too. I like the armor in this one though. Some of them I'm not real crazy about, but I enjoy the design on this one, and definitely the perks of it as well. Might be one of the best charge. Well, other than part 1, might be the best. Arm upgrade out of all of them, maybe. Although the arm part of the Icarus armor in X8 is pretty effective too, I think. And in X8, that one has the Hermes armor and the Icarus armor, I believe is what they're called. Alright, so we're not far from the heart capsule, and then I can start doing the Sigma stages. deals with those guys pretty quickly. There's the last Hot Park capsule. Alrighty, so we can get out of here. Get on to the last part of the game. And this is where you have to go back and fight the colonel and the general. Yeah, the ultimate armor is pretty cool. Matt, when do we get to see the rest of Legends, man? Have you posted the other? Have you been able to post the other sections yet? The other 10-minute sections? Okay. Is that the your gaming page or your? I'll find it. Yeah, absolutely, man. There's some Castlevania hits in there for sure. All right, so I think this is the Colonel already. Yep. And the frost weapon works okay on him.
I've been waiting to find you.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Please do. I think I saw that actually. Yeah, I saw that. That is actually a lot more encompassing. That's not a bad idea. I had been kind of debating also maybe getting into the movie scene just a little bit too, as far as expanding the group. But I just didn't know. I wasn't sure how I could do that and it makes sense. But it makes a lot of sense because it's definitely more inclusive, you know what I mean? So, but you get, I feel like if you spread it out too much, like as far as the base, then the ones who are there for the one thing will be, I think they might be less engaged in a group like that because it's got stuff on there that they may not care about as much. So I'm kind of torn on that a little bit. I really like the idea of it, but I'm just not sure if I can pull that off or not. But then again, most people who like video games, I think they like cool movies too. So, you know, I thought maybe about doing like movies with maybe just a couple genres, you know, like, I don't know. I've thought about that a lot. I've thought about comics, you know. When the page first started, it was supposed to be gaming, just everything, like cards, board games, all that. But it just kind of grew legs and turned more into a video game page because I haven't seen anybody post anything cards or board game related or chess in a while, or even poker for that matter. So that all that stuff is, you know, allowed, but this thing just kind of grew legs and turned into what it is now, which I'm fine with it. I know that's how the natural order of things goes sometimes, but I just wonder if I was to make a decision like that at this point, if it would, you know, how it would affect the group long term, short term, long term, all that stuff. Because the last thing you want to do is dilute it or, you know, make people not want to come to it as much. So all things to be considered, you know, depending on what your plan is, of course. So I've been trying not to be too hasty about making any kind of decision. Alright, so that's the colonel down, and now we're going to the general. And we're not far from the end of this, guys. Ladies and gentlemen.
Those hunters must not be allowed in here. Terminate them.
Pretty cool scene here, pretty crazy. Definitely caught me off guard.
What's the matter? Commander X, please respond.
Yeah, I did too. I was, as sad as I was in an equal amount of shock because of the adult level of that scene right there compared to everything Mega Man before it, you know. It really caught me off guard. Really caught me off guard. I sure hope so, brother. I really wanted to be. This is a pretty cool fight, I think. Used to give me trouble. It looks like it'd be so easy, that form right there. Yeah, once you know his pattern, he's not so bad. Forgot about that. Let's just about do it. Alright, not too bad. I've remembered my the pattern there. First time I did that, that was not that easy, I assure you. And I probably used whatever weapon you're supposed to use on that boss, but most of these bosses on here, I just used the regular Buster, the X-Buster. It's just as effective for me. I think Slash Beast weapon works on the General, I believe. And I may use that for a while and see how it works, but I'll probably wind up going back to this weapon here. Okay. I think... No, I don't want to go that way. Seems like there's trouble down there. Although this looks like a lot of trouble too with all these damn spikes. Maybe I should have took the lower route. I got Independence Day laser beams, spikes everywhere. More Independence Day laser beams. And for those of you who are under 20 years old, that's the bad spaceship for the movie Independence Day back in 1996. I hate that I even have to say that, but there may be a possibility of someone under the age of 24 that may not have seen that movie. Wow, Independence Day is 24 years old, y'all. How crazy is that? Welcome back. Oh yeah, I'm back.
I fate is sealed. I have no choice.
Yeah. Gamers United, sir. Yeah, there we go. See, that plasma shot does just as good as anything. Oh man. I have to watch my health. I may have to wind up using one of my sub tanks. I'd rather not have to do that. I'm not going to. I can't see him, but I can see his health. Alright, this should do it right here. There we go. Alright, y'all, we are getting super close. Yeah, it really should have. If you know that strategy, which isn't the fastest strategy, but is, I think, probably the most effective. And like, you can use Slash Beast weapon here, but it doesn't have as much range, you know, so it's easier for me just to jump up and down off the walls, just bashing from a distance. Gives me time to respond to his shots too. So now after this, you have to go back and, well, you don't go back, but you have to fight the original 8 Mavericks again, and then Sigma, I think, is how it goes. But we are very, very close to the end. Yeah, that was one thing that was kind of disappointing about this, is the general wasn't very, very tough. First time or two I fought him, he was kind of difficult, but overall not too bad. Alright. So now, go through this little section here, then you have to do the 8 bosses over again, right down here. And thankfully they're not terribly hard. The only time I've died so far, I think, is through some of the crazy platforming sections, and now I get to fight the bosses with, you know, the weapons that work against them, and the Slash Beast weapon works very effective against this guy. There it is. If you hit the top of the web, it'll knock him off and does a lot more damage to him. Any of you who has ever played this, I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but that takes a lot of damage from him. But it only works during this first part, though. Oop, I missed. You have to hit it just right, as you can see. There we go. Alright, so that's only going to work for that part. Now we got to deal with this section here. But he's pretty weak, though. Just barely coasted under that shot there. Oh man. Alright, 1 down. 7 to go. And it's nice that you can get some of your health back right here too. Alright, I don't have the right armor this time, so I'm going to have to do this the legit way as well. Alrighty, there we go. He's not too hard with this weapon. He just keeps doing that, jumping back and forth. Throw your shot. Repeat. This is the sequence he will continue on to the end. And he's about gone. Alright. Yeah, this part right here is not too hard. I know in X5, when you get to this part where you have to fight the last eight bosses again, their health meter is ridiculously long, all of them. Depending on what order you fight those bosses in that game determines the length of their health bar, and the longer you play, or the further you go, the longer the health bar gets in every boss. So that has to be part of the strategy as well, you know, because you don't want to fight a hard boss and you have full health bar from the top of the screen damn near to the bottom. In this game here, they all stay consistent. Oh. Those boss fights in X5 at the end, they're a grind. Especially that T-Rex. When he's got full health, he is a grind boss. I want to say X6 follows that same system, where the further you go, the longer the health bar gets on the bosses. And if I make it to X6 for my streak, it'll end that game, I guarantee you. I haven't beat that game in a long time. It's hard having patience for it for me. Back then, when that's all there was, it wasn't so hard for me, you know, I could finish it, but now I'm not equipped to finish that game. And if by some slim chance I get by 6, I won't get by 7. No chance. That's another one I don't have a lot of patience for. So just FYI, everybody, this X series streak is coming to an end. So at some point, pretty soon, I would think. Not that I'm trying to talk down my skill. It's just those games are different. Alrighty. That guy's pretty easy as well. All of them's pretty easy when you have the right weapon against them. Cargo, if you're still there, bro, I think I figured out why I couldn't get on Streets of Rage the other night, and it's because my PlayStation Plus account, I guess, didn't auto-renew for whatever reason. And I screwed around that night and accidentally went ahead and ordered a whole year, which honestly is probably the best way anyway, because over the course of time, I mean, it'll pay itself off, you know, for what I use it for. So, alright, guy, be still. Oh man, today's been funny. It has been a wild day today, y'all. Between work and just everything after work has been insane. It's been a good day though. Everything has pretty well went my way, which I'm happy about. I'm happy about all you guys who have rode around for the whole ride. It's pretty cool of y'all. It honestly means a lot. Very, very, very thankful, everybody. I appreciate it. For those of you who haven't been following me, I'm doing no game over streaks for the Mega Man series and Castlevania. And I started Mega Man a little sooner than I did the Castlevania series, so the next Castlevania game that I'm going to be running is Rondo of Blood. I kind of did that out of order. I should have done it before Bloodline since it came out before it did. But I just, for some reason, I wasn't thinking that when I did the order. But so yeah, the next Castlevania game is going to be Rondo. So that game is actually what inspired me to do this streak on both of these series, was because I was just messing around a couple weeks ago playing Rondo of Blood, and John and Joey, who watch me pretty regularly on here, basically like most of you guys tonight, rode with me the whole way. And that was like the third time I'd ever beaten that game, and the first time that I'd ever done it without getting a game over. And I was actually really proud of that. I'm like, I've never done that before, and I've only beaten this game a handful of times. So that would be something cool maybe to start doing. And I started doing it with Mega Man and made it all the way through the classic series, and I'm up to this point in the X series, but it's been fun. I've enjoyed doing this. It's definitely sharpened up my skills with all these games, and definitely more people are watching it, which is also kind of cool, But even if just one person's watching that's enough for me. It keeps me entertained at least. But so it's been pretty fun, been pretty cool. I want to keep trying to grow this as much as I can, because I really enjoy doing it. And like I've told everybody, that knows me, that I'm not gonna fail. If I want this to work, I'm gonna make it work. But on a level, it's already working, because I'm able to spend time with people that I care about and do something I enjoy doing. And I think that people, if they stay as long as they do with it, watching me, I guess they probably enjoy it too, maybe. So it makes it all worth it. It's cool to me. And I guess at the end, that's all that really should matter. Alright, so this is the last one, y'all, and then the Sigma sequence, and then it's it. And I honestly like my chances. Yes, sir, Kyle. It is a freaking grind every single day, but the grind is worth it. Between growing this and growing our gaming page, Gamers United, yep, that's my drive every day. Every day. When I'm not working, or spending time with family, or spending time with my pup, that's what I'm thinking about. And I want Gamers United really to be a place where everybody can grow and do their thing. That was my vision from the very beginning. That, and I wanted to promote this YouTube page as well. And if we can all gain from it, that's the goal. All of us working together for one big thing. One really big happy family, I hope. and hopefully continuously getting bigger and bigger. I hope, you know, because there's plenty of love to go around.
Prepare to become space dust.
All right, have a good night. I'm glad too, man. Honestly, I'm very glad. I need to dodge that little part right there when he does that. Okay, so now the spider web section. I may have to chalk a L up this time because I'm forgetting these little patterns here. I don't want to use a sub-tank just yet. I think, yeah, I'm going to let this guy kill me this time. Because I'm going to make sure I don't take as much damage. I want to have most of my health for that third Sigma form. Okay, now that I remember how to do this, we're going to do this a lot better this time. I'm going to get to the third form and I'm going to have most of my health.
Prepare to become space dust.
So you do this twice, you go to the opposite wall and dodge this maneuver he's about to do. This is the way to do that. You just stand still, he'll form right above you. Move to the wall. And dodge, and that's what you do. And get out of the way before he lands on you. And I'm going to do this section better too. No more slips. You get up here, let him throw that axe on the wall, jump on the opposite wall. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Get up there. Alright, so I think I got a better handle of this time, y'all. Whoops. Shot that one a little too early. And that's that. So one more sequence left, a little bit more challenging, but I like the way I run that better this time than I did the first time.
Tremble with terror. You are finished.
Okay. This is the easiest one to deal with whenever he does the eye shot there. He'll either use the blue statue, the red, or the yellow. And this Sigma here actually has 2 health bars. So it takes a minute to get through this, but it's not too bad. This form here is pretty easy, in my opinion. He's already about a third of his energy gone. This one right here takes a little longer to defeat because he doesn't stay with you very long. see he only stays on the screen for just a little bit. Not very long at all to deal with him. Alright, that one's about half dead. Hopefully this one will stay on screen a little longer. Yep. That's a little better. Oh shit, I missed him. I shot the wrong way. This weapon here works pretty good on this form. I'm just going to use this for now. Yeah, he's almost gone. That one form is almost gone. Now this one will just give me time to work on him a little bit. Nope. Enough time to get one shot off. Oops, missed. Yeah, if you hear him say the end right there, he's not going to be on the screen long. I don't know if there's something that makes him stay on the screen longer or not. I don't know if there's a place you can stand to make that come out to be a different result. You don't want to hit the spikes. Okay, so that form's gone. I wonder if this works on this other form. We'll see. I'll try it. Nope, doesn't look like it. Thought I changed, sorry. Alright, we got him down a little bit. Ugh. Hate it when he says that. But irregardless, this is almost over. So maybe one more cycle. Hopefully. Yeah, one more cycle. This is going to end Sigma. Alright. Success. It only took an hour and 46 minutes. Well, I got to tighten up. Oh. But guys, I appreciate y'all watching. I know it's been a little bit of a grind tonight, but definitely appreciate you guys who stuck around. Until then, sometime this week, I'll be wrapping up X3 and also jumping on Castlevania Rondo of Blood also. So, you guys, I appreciate it. This is brought to you by Gamers United, and also by the new name of my YouTube channel, which is Digital's Infinity Gaming. So appreciate you guys watching, and I hope to see you guys next time. If I'm not here tomorrow, I'll be back. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Wednesday. If I'm not back tomorrow night, I'll most absolutely be back Thursday. But chances are I'll play something tomorrow probably. But anyways, I appreciate everybody who was here. You guys have a good night, and I will see you cats on the other side. Y'all have a good night. Be safe.
Thanks, Mickey. Have a good night, Matt.